The Magnaflow Street Cat-Back Exhaust system should appeal to the S197 GT owners out there who prefer that nice deep thumping tone as opposed to the higher pitched raspy tone that tends to dominate the category. Now the Street will be Magnaflow's milder offering and will offer prospective buyers a full stainless steel build for right around $800. Your installation will be a bolt-on job and therefore get a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter from me, with a little bit more detail to come later in the video. Now, as someone who has had a Street system on my personal S197 GT for quite a while, I can say there is a lot I liked about the Magnaflow. For one, the tone was exactly what I was looking for at the time, and it was really deep and aggressive when combined with my off-road H-pipe, and the volume levels were pretty much just right. Not too loud, not too quiet. Secondly, I did feel that the tone was a bit different from a lot of the other systems out there, and again, it's just a deeper tone overall and sounded really angry with that H-pipe. The deeper tone overall is kind of a Magnaflow trademark in my opinion, and it really doesn't matter what Mustang or engine you put it on, the Magnaflow will consistently deliver a slightly deeper tone. At least that's been my experience over the years. But what do you say we rate this sucker on the tried and true Wake the Neighbor scale, guys? And honestly, if you're looking for a ton of volume out of the Magnaflow Street, you might be disappointed because that's not really what this system is all about. Instead, you are going to get a noticeable bump in sound over the factory cans. Of course, nobody's denying that, but in my opinion, it's going to land right in the middle of the road. A healthy 3 out of 5 on my 1 to 5 or 1 to Wake the Neighbor scale. Now, the competition from Magnaflow will provide you with a little bit more volume overall, but honestly, it's not as big of a difference as you might expect between the two systems. Now inside the car, guys, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. You will hear the Magnaflow while cruising. It's something I experience and it's something you will see with some of the customer reviews as well. But at the end of the day, listen, it certainly wasn't offensive, it wasn't annoying, but it is certainly worth pointing out. But sound aside, one of the things that typically stands out with the Magnaflow is just an overall rock solid build quality. Listen guys, you're not gonna be getting the fanciest materials here. 409 grade is the primary metal, but the build, the welds, the fitment, everything is dead on for the $800 price tag. Now ultimately, yes, a 304 grade system will be a little bit better at reducing some of that surface corrosion, but expect to spend a decent amount more to get that premium metal. Aside from that 409 grade stainless steel, prospective buyers can also look forward to 3-inch mandrel bent tubing here throughout, leading into and out of those straight through by design street mufflers, before exiting out the brightly polished 4-inch tips here, which are kind of laser etched with that Magnaflow logo. But let's quickly switch gears here and talk about the install a little bit more. And again, because you're looking at a 100% bolt-on job, I expect a 1 out of 3 wrenches in regards to overall difficulty for you guys out there, and maybe an hour or 2 of your time depending on your setup and just how fast you like to work. Tool list here is pretty basic, guys. You're looking at a socket set, maybe some spray lube to help you with a few rusty bolts and those rubber exhaust hangers, and finally just a way to get the car in the air. This could mean a lift, jack and jack stands, or race ramps, whatever you have access to. Getting started, you'll obviously need to remove that factory system first. Now this can be done by removing the clamps closest to the engine and the clamps closest to the mufflers. You'll also need to remove the hanger securing the mufflers to the car. Now with that factory system out of the way, go ahead and move those hangers over to the new Magnaflow mufflers and prep the rest of the system for the installation. Listen guys, I always recommend starting from front to back for any exhaust install, including this one, so go ahead and get those over axle pipes in place. Now at this point, you can work on getting those mufflers into place. Secure them to the car with their hangers and bolts you removed in the very first step, and then at that point you can move on to the clamp closest to the muffler. Now tighten this thing up yet, but don't fully torque it down because you want to make sure those tips are located exactly where you want them in the bumper openings. Once you have everything where you want it, torque those clamps down, make sure the rest of your bolts are tight, and your installation is complete. As one reviewer put it, the Magnaflow Street is the grown-ups exhaust, and honestly I think that's equal parts funny and true. Listen, it's certainly not going to be the loudest system out there, but instead it's going to be for owners who look forward to a moderate increase in volume along with that nice deep tone that we talked about earlier. If that sounds like you, be sure to check out a Street system for your GT right here at AmericanMuscle.com.